Babes Reading Books Book Club. I think we nailed that one.
Oh.
What's up, book nerds? The babes are back in town for the Babes Reading Books Book Club. I'm Roxanne.
I'm Vic. I'm Nadia.
And together, with you, we're the babes. Welcome to the very last episode of the Babes Reading Books Book Club. It's crazy. Today's December, and AKA, our very last pick, Nadia's pick.
Yes,
Yeah.
how sad.
It's
a
so
whole
sad.
12 months have gone by.
I think this is the first time that we're recording the exact same month.
We made it.
That's
Yeah.
a fact.
I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, this month's book is The Perks of Being a Wallflower by Chbosky. Should I read the thing? I kind of forget.
Yeah.
Okay, it is a story of what it's like to grow up in high school, more intimate than a diary. Charlie's letters are singular and unique, hilarious and devastating. We may not know where he lives, we may not know to whom he is writing. All we know is the world he shares. Caught between trying to live his life and trying to run from it, puts him on a strange course through uncharted territory. The world of first dates, family dramas, and new friends. The world of sex, drugs, and the Rocky Horror Picture Show, where all you need is that perfect song on that perfect drive to feel infinite. That's it.
That's a
I
wrap.
heard one point from that. That is so false. Hilarious? Did you guys find any letter hilarious?
Yeah, actually, this is not a funny book at all.
I didn't laugh once. Sorry, I just noticed that now, and I was
Yeah.
like, not one letter was hilarious.
He had some moments.
Yeah, okay, I think, like, the way he
had, like,
writes,
one-liners.
it's like, yeah, he tries to, it's, like, kind of silly.
I didn't find
Silly
anything
Charlie.
silly.
Silly Charlie. Little baby blue.
Yeah, that's a good point. It's not.
Yeah, I was like,
funny.
that- I was
it's not
like-
hilarious.
Yeah. Oh, definitely not hilarious.
I didn't even
but-
crack a smile, anyways.
Okay, I'm scared for the ratings.
But before we get into it, our ratings and everything and the gist of it, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Two Girls Being Bros. It's also TikTok, Twitter. You'll find us there at Two Girls Being Bros. And then Two Girls Being Bros _ on Instagram.
Yeah.
But yeah, so okay, so Nadia, since it's your pick, do you want to start or finish?
I can start.
You can start?
I think, okay, I will give this a 4 out of 5. I read this in high school. I loved it in high school. I read this now. Still enjoyable. What were we talking about last time? What makes it a classic? Can withstand the test of time. I read this actually even, I think, before high school in grade 8.
Mm-hmm.
I was probably 12 or 13. Now I'm 24. So over 10 years later, and I still enjoyed it. I think it's like, I love the format of it. I love the letters. I like Charlie. He's just a sweet, sweet little guy. I like the other characters too. The story, it's fine. It's not my favorite story in the world, but it's like engaging enough that it's like an easy read, fun to read. So yeah, I think that's all I have to say.
Okay. I respect it. Do you want to finish or do you want to go next?
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
How are you feeling?
I feel like finishing. I
Okay.
have a lot that needs to be said. But hold on, I have.
I am gonna give this book. I'm kind of torn between two.
2 books. We read 1. No.
No idiot.
No.
The scores. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 2.
Ooh.
I'm torn between 2.
Hey.
Because you gave it 2 or 2.5. Okay, we'll say 2. Yeah, this book, I don't really know. It still confuses me how I feel about it. Because on one hand, I think it was, like, engaging. I read it all in one sitting. Like, it wasn't like a drag to read, like, Ugly Love or, like, As I Lay Dying. Like, it was engaging.
What? As I Lay Dying was a drag for you?
Sorry. No.
Me and Nadia breezed through it. It took no time to read.
It took me 0 minutes to read it. It was
She's
crazy.
not fast.
So
Sorry,
good.
continue. Sorry, Meg, sorry.
No, it's okay.
I just had to make that joke because that book was so bad.
It was horrible. Holy smokes. So yeah, it was like engaging enough that like I could read it and like I wanted to continue reading it to find out what happens. But I didn't like the story. Like I didn't find anything hilarious. I didn't crack a smile once. It was, I don't know, I didn't like it. I didn't like any of the characters either. I don't know if maybe it's because I just didn't connect to a 9th grade boy. Like, I don't know if, I just didn't connect, like...
That's crazy.
Hearing this?
That's crazy talk. If you're not connecting with a grade 9 boy, who are you connecting at?
This is true.
What character do you need to connect to?
You're right. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know how, like, this book confused me, like, a bit of how I don't know how I fully feel about it. I think I'm leaning more towards the fact that I just didn't really like it. Because I don't know, I didn't like the story. I didn't really feel like I liked it. I didn't mind the main character. He's kind of annoying, though, sometimes, not gonna lie. But then, but for the... and, like, I don't know. I don't know. I just felt like he was really nice, and, like, I don't know, I just didn't think
They were literally his friends, and you're like,
I don't think they reciprocated
worship.
it, though. I don't think they were good friends to him until like they finally realized they're like, oh wait, this guy actually cares about us. Then they're like, oh, we should probably be his friend. I don't know. That's kind of the vibe I got. Like at first they were just kind of hanging out with him because they felt bad for him, and then like the Christmas presents, like they didn't even think twice about him.
No,
But
they
that was
got
a bigger
him.
friend group.
Yeah.
The bigger
but his
friend
two
group.
closer friends got him gifts.
Yeah. The rest of the friend group
The
did,
rest of
and
the
then-
friend group is not good
Yeah.
friends to him. But
Yeah.
like, the
But also
two
they've
main
been
ones-
friends longer, and then it's like you bring a new guy in, they didn't spend as much time with him. You can't blame them.
Or forgot about that.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's just something off about this book to me that like I just didn't fully like it. I don't know. Like it was engaging, and like I can understand like why you like it.
Yeah.
But like for me personally, I just didn't really connect with it. Yeah. But
Fair enough.
it was alright.
Yeah. Okay. And to wrap it up, the final rating of the BRBBC, we're wrapping it up with a 3.75. So, so here's the thing, like I think it's a classic, but in the sense of because like so much is left up in the air, and like I feel like reading his story, I feel like there's so many different perspectives that you can have coming into it, and I feel like the writer specifically left certain things, like the reason they didn't disclose who he was writing to, like why he didn't, like why it was coming from like that certain point of view. I didn't like how, like, there's, the only thing I didn't really like was how, it's just kind of, how do I explain this? It was, I feel like, okay, because there's a big plot twist in the end, that, like, I just felt like it was just kind of, like, thrown at you. It's not like something's, like, building up, and, like,
Yeah.
I guess kind of, because they were kind of saying, like, that he was having, like, he had troubles and stuff in the past, but, like, I don't know, I feel like they didn't, like, it wasn't hyped up enough to make sense of that. So like for me, I was kind of just in that moment, I was like, okay. And then just like the rest of it was like fine. I thought he was like sweet, and like I liked reading the letters, and I liked that like it actually did feel like I was reading someone's letters. It wasn't like it was reading someone's fake letters or whatever. So I could see that like he like you could tell that there's a clear voice throughout the book, and a clear perspective and stuff. And then like it does take you on like waves and stuff, but yeah, overall I actually enjoyed the book. Like, would I read it again? Probably not, because I remember everything that happened. But like I do like how there's like attention to detail, and like you can still kind of see like not some sort of growth, but like there's still a point to the book. Whereas like unfortunately As I Lay Dying was just so this man could get himself a false set of teeth. But like at least this was kind of like there was some sort of development, which was nice, you know? But like it did warm my heart a little. But I do agree, I don't feel like I felt super connected to Charlie, but it did feel like I was reading his letters.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's for sure. So that's why I guess a 3.75. Like a decent book, I'd say, you know, definitely like makes you ponder. Like at least the ending when Sam like tells him that stuff, like that kind of made me ponder about things, because I was like, oh, like that's like an interesting take. But yeah, overall positive book. I liked it.
Have you guys seen the movie?
I think I did, but like so long ago. But I think I also watched it without the sound. I can't tell you why.
Why did you do that?
I don't know.
It's a great soundtrack too.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, you should watch the movie
I
because
really
I
wanna watch
love
it.
the movie.
Okay.
Like more than the book.
What are you guys doing tonight?
Oh, free after this.
might have to.
I don't want to watch it because I find, like, for a lot of books, like, movies make me love them even more. Versus
So you're saying that once Ugly Love movie comes out and or As I Lay Dying,
have to.
we have to.
As I Lay Dying is
a
out.
movie, yeah.
Oh, it's out?
Yeah,
it's
there's a
out.
movie.
Okay, we have to watch that. Okay, but yeah. Okay.
Ugly Love, I mean. We
Ugly
have to
Love.
watch when it comes
What
out.
You know what? Actually, before we move on,
Yeah.
I'm gonna change my score to 2.5
Okay.
because I did see I rated Song of Achilles a 2. And
Oh, that
it's
was
better than
much
I
worse.
rated, Yeah, so I'm
I think-
changing 2.5.
After you see the movie, it's gonna be a 3.
Okay. I wouldn't
reckon-
do it because I think like same like with like Great Gatsby.
Yeah.
Like because I know the movie, it makes me
Yeah.
love the book even more. So.
Yeah.
Very
But
fair.
yeah,
Same
like
thing.
so everyone, we had some technical difficulties, but we're back, baby. I know for you guys it was a second, but for us it was like 5 minutes. So, but we're back in town, baby. Back at it. So I guess we're gonna dive into what happened in the book and talk it through.
Okay.
Nadia, take it away.
Okay. Okay. Charlie is 15.
Yeah. So first of all, he's 15. Thanks.
Entering his first year of high school. He's nervous. Sorry, I don't know why. I'm in a weird
Are you
mood.
ready to sub novel?
Like a mood.
Right, but also he got held back a year,
Yeah. So he's
so he's only two. There's only a 2-year age difference.
See, I missed a lot of these details.
Yeah, I kind of forgot about that too. I just have Charlie is 15 written down, but okay. So anyway, yeah. So he's starting high school. Charlie, this boy, and he's a very shy, kind of like observant, like keeps to himself type of guy, or so we learn. And I think that's where the term wallflower comes from. I don't think that is where the term wallflower comes from. And a wallflower pretty much, yeah, is what I said, just like a very quiet but observant person. And this book, as we mentioned, is written in a series of letters that Charlie is writing to someone, but we don't know who. So at the beginning, we find out that Charlie's best friend Michael died by suicide recently. So hot start to the book, very sad immediately off the bat.
Even with that, sorry, they start the book with that.
Yeah.
But it feels like we kind of like drop it and then we like pick it up from time to time.
The Michael thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
it's
guess,
strange.
Yeah, I guess it's like him like remembering Michael every once in a while, but
Yeah.
like because Michael's not really in the book because
Yeah. He's dead, but
he's dead. But yeah, and we also find out that Charlie's Aunt Helen died in a car crash on his birthday. We don't know when. I don't think they tell us when until later. So like it's like when? Oh, last year? Like who knows? And it seems like Charlie was really close with his Aunt Helen. So yeah, he starts school. He befriends his English teacher, Bill, and a guy named Patrick in his shop class. And Patrick is like very loud, friendly guy. And Patrick has a stepsister, Sam. So they meet at, I think, a football game or something like that. Charlie just goes up to them, which is like, oh, good for you, Charlie, because I feel like he doesn't do that.
yeah.
So it's a big step for him.
Just in general, anyone. Like, I feel
Yeah.
like anyone, like, being alone and, like, especially, like, your best friend just committed suicide, like, to just, like, go up to people, like, I feel like that's so brave. Especially, like, if you don't know if they're in your class or not. Like, it's one thing to be in a class, but, like, at a football game, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, more power to him. You
Yeah.
know?
I would never do that.
Yeah, same.
I probably
That's so
would. but-
scary.
I wouldn't be. I would be afraid to do it, but I would still do it.
Yeah. But it turns out well for him because Patrick and Sam kind of take him in, and like Charlie just like loves them, and especially Sam, he has a huge crush on her. He initially thinks that she's dating Patrick, but then he finds out they're step siblings. But anyways, Sam tells him that he cannot like her that way, and Charlie takes that very seriously. So he tries really hard not to like her that way. This is a bit out of order. I feel like
Yeah,
this
we'll
is-
just hit up the most
Okay, yeah.
important stuff.
So, so she tells him not to think of her that way, but eventually she kisses Charlie because she wants his first kiss to be with someone who loves him, which is very sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. I like she knows how he feels about her.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't know, rubbed me the wrong way a bit.
Yeah.
But like, I feel like she wasn't egging him on.
No, but like still, I don't know. That just seems a bit too weird.
Yeah,
like a
I get what
weird
you
thing
mean.
to do.
Like, I think it would like, it's hard to separate, you know, but like, yeah, I think it was like well intentioned.
Yeah, well, yeah, it wasn't like malicious, but just a little weird.
Yeah,
You know?
a bit weird. So yeah, that happens. Charlie is integrated into the friend group. There's a few other people, Mary, Elizabeth. I don't know, some other people. I don't think they really matter, honestly.
Yeah, no. Those are the main ones.
Yeah, so this whole friend group, they do the Rocky Horror Picture Show. So they are in it. And like Charlie just starts to wait, they're in it, right? Not all of them. Some of them are in
Honestly, I was
Yeah.
a bit confused what that was.
Me too.
Like,
You don't know what the Rocky Horror Picture Show is?
No.
Oh,
I've never seen it, but I know what it is.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
musical, right?
It's a musical and like, but it's like, yeah, it was like very
It's like very out there.
yeah, especially for this time. Like,
Yeah.
It was like the 90s, and
That's
like
what I
I'm sure it was around.
assumed, but like I wasn't like fully sure if like it was like in a movie theater setting or on what was going on.
It was
but I
like
was just
a live theater thing.
yeah.
So at least Patrick is in it. I don't know. Oh, and Sam, they're both in it. So Charlie starts attending it with them, and eventually one night, I don't know, Patrick can't play Rocky. So Patrick's the main character in this musical, and for some reason he can't do it one night. So Charlie steps in and he does it. Just crazy. Good
Yeah.
for him. And then after that, Mary Elizabeth starts to like him, and they start dating. And Mary Elizabeth is pretty much the opposite of Charlie. Very chatty. Yeah, just, I guess it's like a good balance. No, it's not. But like Charlie allows her to just like talk forever. So I don't know, but he doesn't like her. I think she doesn't really like him either. Like she just likes the fact that he's nice to her.
She likes the idea of
She likes the, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Then the holidays come around, and we find out a bit more about Charlie's family. So his sister is dating an abusive guy from school, and
Well, no. First, he's not that abusive. So she's like verbally abusive, and he's a very submissive person until he hits her. Because she was like bullying him,
yes,
or like whatever, and then he hits her.
her boyfriend.
Yeah, which I still stand against. I don't care.
Mhm.
I don't care
Of
what she
course.
said. She shouldn't have been saying it to begin with, but he definitely shouldn't have hit her.
Yeah. But yeah, and no one knows about this, I guess, except for Charlie. I forget how he knows, but he tells his teacher, and then his teacher tells the parents. His sister gets mad at him for telling the teacher because now she can't see her boyfriend, like, because he hits her, but she still wants to be dating him.
There was a line in there that like I was like, whoa, that's a good line. That part.
We accept the love we think we deserve.
I was
That's one of the famous quotes.
Yeah, I was like, when I read that, I was like, wow, that's a good one.
It's a
These
good
things
one.
usually don't stick out in my memory.
Yeah, it's
But
crazy.
It
'cause
clearly
I-
didn't.
No,
I
but, like, I
remember
remember
it.
there
But
was
yeah,
something
like
from
even
there,
you
yeah.
said that, I knew exactly what you were talking about.
Yeah, I
It's
remember
a
reading
good-
that. I was like, wow, that's a very powerful line there.
Yes. So that's his sister, sadly, but yeah. And then another thing about his sister, she's sneaking around with this guy who hit her. Her parents like don't know that she's still dating him. She gets pregnant. She doesn't want to tell the guy, I'm pretty sure, because she's scared of his reaction. So she decides to get an abortion. And she trusts Charlie to like take her to the clinic, pick her up and everything, take care of her and not tell anyone, and Charlie does that. I think that means a lot to him because like I don't know, like maybe it's not often that people trust him with their secrets and things like that. So
You could tell because he really liked his sister, and you could tell that he didn't like when they had like tension or whatever rips. And then I think that was the kind of like, oh, like we're fine. And then like after moving forward from that, I felt like they were like really close.
yeah, you could tell she really appreciated that. We just find out more about his family. Like it's like a tough situation. Like people are always fighting. Like I don't know, honestly kind of like normal family stuff, but like maybe more extreme. Okay, so at this point, he's still dating Mary Elizabeth. She's chatting his ear off. And then they go to a party, And honestly, Charlie, I feel like he was like going back and forth, like, oh, should we break up, whatever. And at this party, they're playing Truth or Dare, and someone dares him to kiss the prettiest girl in the room. And he, you know who he kisses?
Sam.
Sam. Isn't that crazy?
Savage move there.
Such a savage
Bro,
move.
that, I was literally like, side note, I could never do that dare because I can't kiss myself. But yeah, that was brutal. Like, oh my gosh, that was hilarious though.
Insane move.
Insane move. Like, if you did ironically, that would be the best move out there.
Yeah.
But it wasn't done ironically.
Yeah.
It was done semi-seriously, and by semi, I mean very seriously.
Seriously.
Charlie
Entirely
meant that
serious.
kiss.
Oh, yeah.
So,
He meant it. And he did not want to even take it back.
No regrets.
No regrets, except that his whole friend group now hates him.
Yeah.
Because obviously that's very hurtful to his girlfriend, Mary Elizabeth. So the next little season of his life is quite sad. Like, he doesn't really have many friends to talk to. Like, his friend group has kind of isolated him. And Patrick told him he should stay away until things calm down. So, like, he did that. Yes. I forgot to mention this previously, but Patrick is a gay man, or a gay boy. He's 17. And he is secretly hooking up with this guy named Brad at school. And Brad is like a football jock dude, so at like very
and he has a
taboo.
girlfriend.
I forgot about that.
So on top of that, he has a GF. So he's not just
Wow.
in the closet, he's also cheating whilst in that closet.
Oh wow, I forgot about that entirely.
Yeah. His beard, as they would say.
His beard?
Yeah, Lucy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know. Anyways.
She was his cover, that he wasn't gay.
But she didn't know. Okay, okay.
No. Oh, you're right. No, you're right. Beards are in on it.
Are they? I have
Yeah, I
no
think
idea
so.
what a beard is. Sorry.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You guys never heard that?
No.
Oh, no. That's crazy.
Maybe that's her last name. Lucy Beard. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So usually
it's
that's
the cover.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, he has a beard. Lucy. But yeah, so he's hooking up with Patrick. Anyway, one day, Brad's father catches Patrick and Brad in the act.
Rookie mistake.
Rookie mistake. And his father sends him away to rehab. Oh, I think he sends him away to rehab because also Brad was doing a lot of drugs to like kind of numb himself to like his feelings that he was kind of like hiding away. So I think he goes to rehab for that, not for being gay.
Oh, I thought his dad beat him up. Like, and just
he did.
was just like beating him up for a week, so that's why he had to skip school.
Oh, maybe that is what happens,
Maybe.
and he says it was rehab.
Yeah.
Okay,
I don't know. That's the
makes
only
more
thing
sense
I
to
could
me.
see, but it could have been rehab, and I could have just missed that.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I could be wrong about that. Anyways, but when he comes back, Brad completely ignores Patrick, which is very sad. And then one day, Brad and his jock friends, they beat Patrick up and like call him all sorts of slurs. And Charlie steps in and he like breaks up this fight. I don't know where this came from. Yeah, so Charlie saves Patrick basically from these horrible boys, and this kind of like redeems Charlie's image in the friend group, and like they kind of take him back in. And also Mary Elizabeth at this point has started dating someone new, so she's kind of over it, and everyone forgives Charlie. Everything is back to normal. Things are great. Except things are not great for Patrick. Patrick is really going through it, obviously, because he really liked this guy, Brad, and like now Brad has just completely like...
He's just out of his life.
Yeah.
Cold turkey.
Cold turkey. And so Patrick kind of takes Charlie in and like honestly kind of uses him like as like an emotional crutch. There's this Patrick is not a great friend to Charlie. There's like
Not at that time.
No, not at that time.
But also, it's like, you gotta say, like, Patrick was, like, suffering.
For sure,
You know, like, at the same time, it's kind of like, he did go through a heartbreak. It was, like, I don't think that, like, Brad was just, like, no one to him. And, like, obviously, like, whatever they claim, like, your first heartbreak's the worst, whatever. But just, like, on top of that, like, I think also, because I don't think everyone knew Patrick was out, too. So it's, like, and then for Brad to just, like, call him the F word, I think is, like, that obviously definitely hurts. Like, could you imagine here, like, I don't know, just, I feel like getting called that would just be awful. So it's just, like, that's also something he would have, like, that's a sort of trauma that he has to get over, too. Like, you know, getting victimized, like, literally in the school cafeteria in high school. Like, I feel like that would just be awful. So it's, like, he's, like, going through it, and, like, I feel like Charlie's kind of being there the best way he could be, you know, but, like, eventually Patrick eases up, at least.
Yeah.
But, so it's not like they just, like, change their relationship forever.
For sure.
But, yeah, definitely the moment he was, a little bit of a tough cookie to break there.
Yeah. The thing that, like, bothers me about that is just, like, it's fine, like, you know, to use Charlie, like, take him everywhere with you, even if you know Charlie doesn't want to be there.
Yeah.
But, like, then Patrick kisses Charlie.
Yeah, that's definitely way too...
I feel like that's crossing a line,
yeah,
you know?
for sure.
Like, because Charlie's just, like, letting him do it when he doesn't want to be doing that, so...
Yeah, that part, I'm like...
Yeah.
No gusto.
Yeah, but, so during this time, Patrick and Charlie go to this park where apparently, like, people just come and, like...
They're there to DTF.
Yeah. Like, so if they make eye contact with you, then they want a DTF. Or...
They are DTF.
They are DTF.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. And at the park, they see Brad kissing someone else.
Dun, dun, dun.
But this helps Patrick move on. So great. Patrick's over Brad. See ya. Then, okay. So now it's, like, the end of the school year. All Charlie's senior friends are moving away and preparing to go to college, and he's helping them pack and, like, get ready to leave. And also he himself is, like, preparing himself mentally that he's gonna be alone again because all his friends are leaving. Then Sam has a going away party, and whatever, it's a good time. And when everyone leaves, she asks Charlie to stay a bit later while she packs. And then things get a bit steamy between Sam and Charlie. And however, like, when things are getting more intensely sexual, Charlie pulls away and, like, he's very triggered by something. Like, he has, like, almost like a panic attack. However, he just pushes these feelings down until Sam leaves for college, says his goodbyes, and then he breaks down after that. This part is very sad. So his parents find him sitting naked on the couch in a catatonic state. So something, like, about his experience with Sam, like, triggered something deep inside him that, like, I think he's not even aware of. And he starts going to his therapist a bunch, and it pretty much, this memory resurfaces that his Aunt Helen used to sexually assault him when he was a child, and he repressed those memories and those feelings, so he didn't remember that at all until, like, he had a similar experience again, I guess.
Yeah.
And that's, like, the big plot twist that you were talking about at the beginning, which is insane.
Yeah.
So I did not see that coming at all.
Because they keep alluding to, like, his love for Aunt Helen or whatever, and because she died, whatever, and, like, so then they kind of set it up that, like, because he does mention how, like, he went through something and that's why he got held back a year. It was because, like, he went through something traumatic and he was, like, I think in the hospital or something, like, of some sort, or, like, a psychiatric facility or something. And then, like, they always allude to, like, oh, he doesn't want to talk to a therapist again, like, he doesn't want to talk, like, blah, blah, like, whatever, all that kind of stuff, to, like, allude that, like, something was going on, something was, like, brewing with him, and, like, with, like, at least his, like, mental well-being. And then they kind of pointed to just, like, oh, it's just, like, the loss of his Aunt Helen, because, like, he feels guilty because she always bought him 2 gifts, because he had a birthday close to Christmas, or on Christmas, I can't remember. And then that year, I think she was going out to buy him a present, and then she got in a car accident or whatever. So, like, you kind of assume that, like, that's what it is. It's just, like, a heavy loss. He was really close to her, and then he has, like, that extra guilt on top of that. but then like they just tossed that in there, that it's just like he said that like he had a dream of like her touching him or whatever, and then they go into the epilogue of just like how like he was just unwell for like 2 weeks, or he like didn't talk to anyone for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
He didn't know people visited him, so just, that was crazy. Big old plot twist. So
and throughout the book he mentions that like he's seeing a therapist, but he doesn't really talk much about it. And then he mentions also that his therapist's questions are getting weirder and weirder. And he's like, I don't know why like she's asking me these questions, but we don't really find out like what these questions might be leading towards until the end. And like it's that then he's like, oh, that's why she was asking me these questions.
Yeah, I find it crazy like that like your brain can do that, you know what I mean? Like suppress something to like that point that it's like so far deep in you that you don't even know it exists.
Yeah, it's like
crazy.
A survival thing, because like it's too difficult for your brain to process. And it's like the only way I'll like make it through this if I forget about it. It's insane.
Yeah, it's wild. And then also I feel like they kind of did allude to like Bill being a creep.
Yeah.
Really? That's kind of the that's the vibe that I got. I thought he was gonna be a perv.
Yeah. I did not get that.
Yeah, especially when he invited him over. I was like, and then when he said like the bit of like, oh, you're not gonna be my student anymore, and I was like, is he gonna make a move on him?
Are you serious?
Yeah,
100%.
And then when he left his house, I was like, oh.
Yeah, same. I was shocked.
I thought it was just like oh, you're like a smart, special kid, because I feel like he never hears that.
Maybe, but for me, the part that was weird, like that I was kind of like alerted to, was because Charlie was saying how like he loves reading books, whatever, and then he like got special signs from him, and he got like a B on his paper, and I was like, why is this man, kind of like tearing him down just to build him back up again? And then I was like, so that I thought, and then when he invited him over, I was like, oh, perv alert. But no.
Same.
Yeah, not a perv.
Yeah, crazy. Well, I mean, we don't know that.
It's true,
we don't. But yeah, no, turns out it wasn't him. It was Aunt Helen all along.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. But yeah, that was a crazy plot twist. I was like, oh, okay. But
yeah, that's pretty much the whole thing. And then like just at the end, after we find this out and he's out of the hospital, he writes like his final letter, and he seems to be in a better headspace. And he says that he's going to stop writing letters and just be present in his own life, which I think is advice that Bill gave him to be present.
No, wasn't that Sam?
Was it Sam?
It was Sam.
Okay.
Bill just told him that he's special, and that kind of like, so he knows that he's special and doesn't forget it, because I think he said kind of like, oh, we all forget that we're special sometimes. But I think Sam was the one who was kind of like, because that's what she was saying. She was like, when she said like, I don't want you to think of me that way, she was saying that like she doesn't want him to just like have a crush on her and kind of like worship her or whatever, like have this ideal of her. It's kind of like, okay, if you actually like her, then like get to know her and like, actually like things about her. And then she just kind of said like, oh, like you sometimes just need to grab life, or like grab the person's hand that you want to dance with or whatever, because like that's what life's about. So that's what at least I could be remembering wrong, but I thought Bill was the one who said he was special, and then Sam was the one who was like, grab life by the hand. Yeah, you talking smack about Sam? She freaking got him a typewriter.
Yeah,
for Christmas.
That's so cute.
I forgot about that. I forgot details in this book.
All the gifts in this book too. I didn't mention that, but they're so like cute. Like it's so thought out. Like he makes people like a CD with like songs that he loves and he hopes they would love, and then like he just like, I don't know, like it's like the 90s, so it's like he gets people like a movie, or
because back then it's like now it's like if I make you a mixtape, it's just a playlist, but like it's so easily accessible for like anyone. But then like back then, like it wasn't that easy, and like to make someone a mixtape or whatever, like it's a lot of work.
And to buy them like a physical movie that they would love, like or the original copy of a book, like like his I don't know. It was just really cute. The typewriter, like it's so cute.
I forgot about that.
So. Yeah, overall it's like a really heartwarming, little thing where it's kind of like, you get to see like he does become like a little bit of a stronger character in the end, and like you can kind of see him coming out of his shell and like all that stuff, and like I don't know, I really liked it. And then especially like one part that I really liked specifically was, so it turns out Sam, her boyfriend, was cheating on her pretty much like the whole time or whatever, and then she's obviously heartbroken because I mean like that's messed up. And then when like Charlie was kind of like, because he still like thinks of Sam in like a romantic way, like not just a friend way, but he literally said, he was like, oh, like I'm not even happy at all that they broke up, because like it just means that Sam is sad or whatever. And I was like, that's so cute, you know?
Yeah.
Like I feel like that was really sweet. I really like that.
He was like, oh, that's how I know I really love her. Because
Yeah.
he's like, I'm not happy that she's broken up with her boyfriend.
Yeah, because like at the cost of her being sad. So
Yeah.
that was cute. But
So cute.
yeah, overall, honestly, I think this will become a classic because I feel like there's got to be theories
Criteria.
on what.
What makes it?
Well, no. I want to know who he's writing these letters to
Oh.
because it's such a big part of the story.
Oh, I read some theories. And, well, I read one specifically, and like, oh, wait, no, this is in the book. Where he's like, you're a friend of...
Michael, right?
Yeah.
Like someone was talking about.
And she
Oh my
doesn't-
gosh, it was the girl.
What girl?
The girl that changed herself, the one Michael's ex.
No, but she knows all these people. And like at the beginning or whatever, he says like, you don't know any of these people, like you don't know where I live, right?
Maybe.
I thought it was like someone that went to a different school, just like a random person that knew Michael.
Okay, so someone says apparently the letters are to you, the reader.
To me?
And I feel like that's a lie.
That's a
but
lie.
Oh my god, Charlie! He wrote to us.
oh, so he picked a person because he overheard a conversation and heard that she was a good person.
Yeah.
So he said, "I'm writing to you because she said you listened and understand and didn't try to sleep with that person at a party, even though you could have. Please don't try to figure out who she is because when you might figure it out who I am, I really don't want you to do that." Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's a random
Honestly,
person.
if I got a letter like that, I'd call the police.
Yeah.
Because you'd be
At least give me the
worried.
names.
Yeah.
Oh,
Also,
no, I'd
no.
be like, why is this creep sending me letters? I don't know who you
Oh,
are.
I'd also just be mad. I'd be like, bro, just drop the names at that point. Like, if you're gonna write me a letter, I'm gonna sit here and read it. You better give me details.
That's true.
Yeah.
You better give me social insurance numbers. Like, come on, get a grip. But yeah. I mean, that's crazy to think that this is just a wrap on BRBBC.
The final BRBBC.
The final go.
Yeah, there's no next month's book, guys. This is crazy talk.
That's it. You can stop reading now.
Yeah,
Never
that's
gonna
it.
But yeah, guys, since this is our last one, and we have no more books, I thought it'd be kind of fun to do a yearly wrap-up, kind of review, kind of like Dance Mama Pyramid style. All the books that
We're
we've
gonna
read.
stud some children?
We're doing a pyramid?
Of sorts.
sorts.
We're not, okay.
No, like,
Human
I'm just-
pyramid, there's 3 of us.
Yeah, we could pyramid. But kind of like I made a spreadsheet because I love my spreadsheets of all the books we've read, all the respective scores that we've scored them. So we've been scoring them out of 5, so a possible 15 points you could get, and kind of go
15?
yeah 5, 10, 15.
Oh,
So
sorry.
right? Oh,
sorry.
So I calculate all their scores. We can see number 12 to number 1. I'm kind of see if we agree with
Can I
that.
guess which one's number 12?
Yeah.
As I'm
So we
dying.
agree with it and see if the number 1 book was actually our favorite.
Okay.
Kind of.
Okay, cool.
This is like an average of all 3 of ours, obviously. So in 12th place, and so it's there's no surprise to anyone.
No way!
And so in 12th place, no surprise, As I Lay Dying. And Nadia didn't rate this book. So
Sorry.
as a default, I gave it a 0.5. Just
Okay.
even though that was higher than
fair.
both of our scores, I thought that was a fair baseline.
You gave, wait, you said Nadia's was a 0.75?
0.5.
Yeah, 0.5. Because you gave it 0.01.
Right. No, but you gave it a 0.25.
25.
Okay. Yeah, the math adds up.
You gave it a 0.01.
I would have given it lower, but I knew the decimal places were getting dicey.
Yeah, so that one comes with, in 12th place was 0.76. I think that's
Shocker!
I think it's safe to say.
And that's with my fake
That's
score.
your fake
That's
score.
higher than both of yours.
So I think that's safe to say that that is the bottom and the worst book. Yeah, honestly, the worst book I've ever read in my life. To be honest with you,
I don't know, there's some French books that I've read that were worse.
I can't name one that's worse than that.
Such as Le Petit
Le
Prince.
Petit Prince?
No,
I didn't read
that's
that.
not worse.
I
That's
didn't
not
read
worse.
Anyways, number 11, shockingly, Ugly Love, coming in at 5.5.
Ooh,
The jumper
30%.
is
76.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Number 10, we have Song of Achilles.
Yeah, I saw that one coming.
With 7.5.
Yeah.
Number 9, Meet Your Baker.
Shocker.
With 8.
Oh my god, I think if TikTok heard that the Song of Achilles was lower than Meet Your Baker, I think they would riot.
They would
And
pick
Ugly
it.
Love too.
And Ugly Love.
Ugly
Oh,
Love.
if they had Ugly Love is 11.
Okay, no, I'll say it for the end. That's kind of mean. Number 8, we have The Diamond Eye, coming in at 9.75.
What?
That's high.
No, that's low. Oh, I was thinking about the movie of the Death on the Nile. Sorry.
Death on the Nile? The Diamond Eye?
Yeah, no, I know, but I was like, the movie of Death on the Nile was significantly worse than the Diamond Eye, so I was shocked that we didn't get to Death on the Nile. But that was the movie. That was the movie.
Yeah. Diamond Eye, 9.75.
The book was good.
That was good, yeah.
Oh, this is good.
Number 7, we have Perks of Being a Wallflower. Okay, also tied with Diamond Eye. 9.75. Number 6, we have Great Gatsby with 10.5.
I don't know how that happened. I don't know who let that slide.
Number 5, we have Verity.
Oh, yeah, right.
11
You didn't
points.
like it.
Yeah.
Oh, Verity
Yeah,
was
we liked it.
great.
I brought down the average there. Number 4, we have One of Us is Lying.
Oh,
11.5.
okay.
This is Lying was a
That was
bop.
a good one. Now, podium time. Number 3, coming in bronze place, Death on the Nile.
Yeah.
You misspelled death? And there's something so funny about no, let me.
Google Sheets does not have spell check.
Death, D-E-T-H.
So that's 11.7.
Okay, only slightly higher
Only
than
slightly,
One of Us is
very
Lying.
slightly.
Okay.
How are we getting 0.7? Who's doing
We're very
that?
creative
Probably
with our...
me.
It could be me though too. We'll check in a minute. And in second place...
Okay, wait, you already know the answer. Okay, so let's take our guess.
Oh, wait,
Shoot, I can't even know what the last two are.
Wait,
Oh, easy. I think Midnight Library is going to be number 1, and then I
Oh.
think Good Girls Guide to Murder is going to be number 2.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Number 2, Good Girls Guide to Murder. Funny enough, tied with third place, 11.7 actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And number 1, Midnight Library with 14.
14, nice.
14 out of 15.
That's pretty good.
Midnight Library.
Midnight Library. I do love that the Midnight Library was still only 1 away, whereas As I Lay Dying didn't even get 1. Like, it didn't even reach the threshold of if you combine the two, you would get 15. Like, oh my gosh, that book.
I also love how each one in the podium is one of our books that we each picked.
Oh yeah.
So cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, and at the bottom, the reverse? Yeah.
No.
Oh no,
two-
mine are the
two
bottom
reverse.
2.
Okay, but
Yeah.
I think I influenced Ugly Love because I chose the first Colleen Hoover.
Maybe.
So I can take the fault for Ugly Love.
No, you take the fall for Song of Achilles. Ugly Love was on me.
Oh,
I'm kidding. I was excited for Ugly
The
Love.
Song of Achilles is mine.
Yeah, but mine, As I Lay Dying, the one that didn't even get a 1. That was all me. And then Ugly Love, I was excited to read the book, so let's bring that one back. Hearts get infiltrated,
Promises
get broken, rules get shattered, love gets ugly.
I do want to preface, even though Adelaide Dying is at a 0.76, Ugly Love is the second worst book I've ever read in my life. I don't want
Yeah.
it to go overshadowed by how bad Adelaide Dying was. Ugly Love is awful, and I think... No, that's a controversial
No, you
statement.
have to say. You have to
Say
say.
it.
I think Colin Hoover is extremely overrated. Verity wasn't even that good. I think
No,
she's extremely
no,
overrated.
you
Number
didn't like the plot. That's a different story whether or not she's a good writer or not. She
Well, I think
created
Ugly Love was horribly
She
written. I think
is.
Ugly Love was horribly written.
It was a horrible plot.
It was a
And
horrible plot.
book.
There was no plot.
There-
There was
yeah.
zero plot.
Yeah.
I think she's overrated.
So-
I'm gonna say it.
I
The writing
think
is
her
great.
books are overrated, but I think she does have talent
I
as a
think
writer.
Verity is amazing.
But I think she's selling herself short with some of her books, because I've read recently that like some of her books are also just like Ugly Love, where it's like all just like them just having sex the whole book, and it's like okay,
But people
but like
love that.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
So that's why she's doing so
I
well,
just
you
think it's
know.
overrated. She's
Yeah.
overrated. Especially the praise she gets on TikTok.
she's kind
I wanna
of
read
coming
that.
under fire now though.
I want to read It Starts With Us or whatever. It Ends With Us. You know that series?
Yeah.
Because that is like I think her #1 series, and
Okay.
that's my source of truth. That's where I'm gonna go. I'm gonna read it. And I'll let you know.
Yeah, I concur.
I'll lend the books to you.
Yeah,
I don't think I
perfect.
wanna
I will.
read it.
Yeah,
I'll
it's
read
okay,
it.
you don't have to. I'll lend it to Roxanne.
But I think this is a very fair.
Mm-hmm.
Like obviously, there's probably like for each of us, there's some we'd put a little bit above others, but I think overall it's very fair.
Yeah. Yeah.
if you want to say Colleen Hoover's overrated, that's on you. But you genuinely cannot say she is a worse writer than whoever wrote Meet Your Baker.
Yeah.
Meet Your Baker was some of the lowest quality, right? Like
but the story
I hate.
Makes up for it.
Barely.
No.
Barely.
No.
Are you kidding me? No one even smooched in that book. Come on.
There wasn't even
That's what
one.
you have to get to read the next one. I'm telling you can't just read one. It's a
There
slow
are
burning.
smooches.
It's a slow burning series. You have to read that as a series.
No. But anyways, you cannot, if you want to say Colleen Hoover's overrated, fine. But never ever say that her writing was in Ugly Love was worse than Meet Your Baker. Just the sheer lack of plot was worse. But the quality of writing.
Sorry.
It's a different measure. But anyways, wow, okay. I'm shocked. I'm shocked that Great Gatsby got so high. But that's because I hate that book. And then The Diamond Eye. Honestly, I thought it was going to get higher. I'm
What
shocked
did I
it's-
give the Diamond Eye?
You gave it a 4.
Oh!
No wonder.
You gave it a 2.75.
I would
Yeah.
like to knock that down a few notches. I don't know why I gave it a 4.
Yeah, I gave it 2.75, rightfully so, because it went on and on and on. It had a good theory. She didn't know what she was talking about when she was talking about Ukraine and Russia and the Soviet Union. But they had a good idea.
change
Yeah,
my
can we see our
score?
average?
Yeah, I
I
wanna
want to see
see,
what our average scores.
Yeah, I'm a high.
Who do you think is gonna have the highest
Me.
average?
100%.
You're the
I
lowest. I'm in
rate
the middle.
so high, yeah.
Really?
4 for Diamond Eye? What was I thinking? Sorry, I think I've changed it to 2.5. I don't know why.
I want the average though.
Wait, what do you want the
I
average?
want each individual average. How much I average?
Wait,
Who
we-
got 0.5? Meet the Baker? Yeah. I stand with that. And I'll do
you
it
want your
again.
average?
Huh?
You want your average?
Yeah.
My lowest was a 3.
No, 0.5.
Yeah, I didn't do that.
Oh,
Victory filled
right.
that in for
Sorry.
me.
Yeah, but you know you would have given it that low.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. If not lower, honestly.
A 3, The Song of Achilles. Something is wrong with my scores. That was definitely not the worst book we read.
2.75.
What's your average?
What was I at? What was I giving these books all these scores for no reason? Okay, let's see if I regret any of my scores. One of us is lying 4, no. Death on the Nile 4, no.
Time.
Very.
Oh, no, never mind. Sorry.
That's recorded, yeah.
It's
Jeez.
meta.
Good Girl's Guide to Murder 3.0. No, I stand with that one. So predictable. Diamond Eye, maybe I'd give it a 3. In hindsight, when I compare it to As I Lay Dying, maybe. Song of Achilles, I wish I did lower. Ugly Love 1, yeah. Meet Your Baker 0.5, absolutely, and I'll do it again. 4.25 Midnight Library, yeah. Highest scoring? No, I think I deserved a 4. As I Lay Dying 0.01, absolutely. Could have done lower. I was just getting a little dicey with all the decimals. You know, I was going to make Victory input it so many times. Great Gatsby 2.75, could have done 2.5. I did not like it the same as the Diamond Eye. That's a fact. And
Less.
then
You liked it less?
Liked it less, much less. I like it. I'd read the. Ooh, that's a toughie.
Song of Achilles.
Because the quality of writing of The Great Gatsby was a little better than Song of Achilles, but Song of
It
Achilles
was?
writing was so bad. No,
I
okay,
don't-
fine,
I
I'll
don't
leave
remember.
it. I'd shift my Song of Achilles lower if I could, and then bring down Great Gatsby, but just above. Person being Wallflower 3%, I stand with it.
I think there's something to be said about like how memorable something is. Because it's been like several months since we've read some of these. I don't remember a single thing about them. So that's why I think I want to bring some up and some down, you know?
Yeah.
Because I remember Song of Achilles. I don't think I loved it, but I remember it.
Yeah, it's
Like
true.
some of them I just have no idea what happened in the book.
Makes sense, it checks
Yeah.
out.
I don't know what I would change. I think I'm pretty content with most of mine. Yeah, One of Us is Lying, I'd keep that at a 4. Death on the Nile, I think I'd bring it down to a 4. I had a 4.2. Verity 2.5, I'd bring it down to a 2. Or a 1, to be quite honest. The more time I think about that, the more I dislike it. Good Girl's Guide to Murder, 4.2. I could put that up to 4.5. Because now I read the series and I really love that series. So I would bring it back up.
That's not how this works!
But no, I really think you can appreciate like the first thing more when you read more of it. Like Meet
I
Your
know, but
Baker.
we're scaling. We're reading the books. We're not
Yeah.
saying likability.
But
Are you
no,
kidding
I think
me?
it adds a part.
If it was likability, As I Lay Dying, I give it a 0. Like a straight
Oh my god,
goose egg.
0.01.
Like no, likability would have been a straight up 0. Great Gatsby would have been a straight up 0.
But it's like comparing it to, like, now that I see that I rated 4.2, I'd give it a 4.5 compared to everything, I think. Diamond, I'd keep it at 3. I'm so sad that was the historical fiction I picked for you guys to read, because I think every other historical fiction I read has been better than that. Like, that's by far the worst historical fiction that I've read.
It was pretty good.
Song of Achilles. Song 2, yeah, I'd agree. I might even give it a 1. I really didn't like that. Ugly Love, I would bring it down to 0.5. Meteor Baker, 4, yeah. Midnight Library, 4.75, agree.
No. No.
Wait,
no, Meet Your Baker's not a 4. No. Sorry. I had to add that in there. No.
It might be a 3.5, but I give the series a 5. I give the series a 4.5, because Harry Potter is a 5-star series. Midnight Library, 4.75, I agree. As I Lay Dying, 0.25, that could go down to 0.
Oh, now 0.01 is hysterical, isn't it?
0.
Great Gatsby, 4.25. I was really generous there.
Yeah.
I might give it a 4. Perks of Being Wallflower, 2.5. I'd agree with that. For the most part, I'd agree with most of mine. Like, some could go a little bit down and up, but yeah, it's for the most
You're
part.
pretty consistent.
Mm-hmm.
Me? I don't know. I was really happy all year. Why? I don't
You're
know.
on one.
One of us is lying? 3.5? No, that was a 4. In hindsight.
It's not
Death
like
on
you
the
just
Nile?
were having a great January. You know, the COVID hit you. It's just...
Honestly, yeah. Death on the Nile, another 4. I gave it a 3.5. Verity, 4.5. I stand by it. Good Girl's Guide to Murder, 4. Yeah, sounds good. Diamond Eye, 4? 4?
Who was she?
2.5. I don't know what I was thinking. A Song of Achilles, 3. 3.5. I'll give it a 3.5. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Because I remember that book like I read it yesterday.
Unfortunately, I remember As I Lay Dying. I didn't even understand half that book.
But you literally read it. You read it last week. So.
I know. And unfortunately, I'll never forget it. I'll never forget the turmoil I went through reading that book. Let me tell you guys.
The internal conflict. Okay, sorry. Ugly Love, 3.5. Yeah, sounds good. No, fine.
You give Song of Achilles and Ugly Love the same?
No. Okay, Ugly Love's going down 2.75.
Okay. I love it's just me convincing you guys to change your score.
Change Ugly Love. Okay, Meet Your Baker, 3.5. Yes, correct. Midnight Library, 5. As I Lay Dying, 0.5. I don't know. I never read it. So sure.
It's gotta say something.
The Great Gatsby, 3.5 is correct. Person Being Wallflower, 4. Imagine Person Being Wallflower, I was like, 4? It was literally 30 minutes ago. Okay, yeah, that's... Yeah.
Okay,
Change a
okay.
few things, but not...
I trust it.
Not all of them.
Yeah.
Fun!
I wish... One book that I do wish I made you guys read was, the Percy Jackson series. That was actually a really well written book, and it's got a good plot. And the whole series is really good too.
Yeah, that's on next on my list. I'm
Yeah.
reading Harry Potter. I really want to make. See, I didn't make you guys read the first Harry Potter because it's a series thing. You have to read it all.
I've read the first Harry Potter. I like it.
It's good, but like for me personally, it just gets better every book.
Okay.
So it's like a series thing. And
I'm down to read them one day.
Yeah.
It's just...
Me too.
I don't think there's a
It's
point
just-
to just reading one. You have to like read.
Yeah.
You have to read them all.
Yeah.
It's just such a large commitment for
Yeah,
me that
yeah.
like I'm like I don't have time for this right now.
No, it's very fair.
But I want to as well. at
I
some
recommend
point.
it. 'Cause that
Same with
truly,
Percy
as a book nerd, and if we're talking books in the BRBBC, here's what it's about. I truly believe the Harry Potter series is just the best written series stories ever. And,
You haven't read them all. You haven't read them all.
Sorry? What?
You haven't read them all.
I was like,
all
I
the
read the
series.
Harry Potter every single book. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I was like, yeah, she has.
But yeah, guys, that's a wrap on BRBBC. That's crazy. We've done this for 12 months. I'm proud of us for getting
Me too.
through
Yeah,
it. We
we
did
powered
one
through. Crushed it.
We read books we never would think to read.
Yeah. And we would never read again.
We would never read again.
Please, if someone wants As I Lay Dying, the offer stands. I will ship it to you. Please take it off my hands. I actually don't know where it is.
That's probably
perfect.
There we go.
No, but it's in my house.
It's gonna be a jump scare one.
Yeah, I'm literally gonna see it. I'm like, ah!
You'll be triggered. You're just gonna see 0.00 decimals all over.
I'm gonna send you guys just one long string of zeros followed by a one.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really nice, to get different perspectives and, recommend books that you never think to read. And, I would never ever pick up Midnight Library. And it's one of my favorite books ever.
Yeah.
So, I found the Good Girls Guide to Murder series. I love that series.
It is a good series. I'm proud of it.
Yeah, you never would think some of these things. And then,
let us know what your top 3 was, what you rated each book every month with us. Every week, oh my gosh. Every month with us. Let us know your thoughts. Do you think we gave our scores too high, too low? Let us know in the comments down below. Make sure to give this video a big thumbs up. And you're gonna want to subscribe because the BRBBC may be over, but the babes ain't.
The babes are still in town.
That's a fact. They're in the studio, the film studio.
Babes, 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 binging blockbusters, babes, 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 binging blockbusters, babes, 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 binging blockbusters, babes, 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 binging blockbusters. Prepare to be binge blockbusters.
Make sure to subscribe because we got big things coming and great things coming for 2023, and you don't want to miss out. So again, big thumbs up and subscribe.
Woo!
With that,
Babes out.